Can I get spousal support post-divorce? How much and for how long? Okay, so we're talking about the idea of an ex-husband or an ex-wife being required to pay some amount of money, to their ex-spouse, sometimes during a divorce case going on, but then specifically pursuant to the terms of the divorce, one spouse being ordered to pay spousal support, or what legally we call maintenance, after and for a term of months or years after the divorce and pursuant to a judgment for divorce. So I'm going to break that into the three critical parts, starting with, can you get spousal support? And I'm going to spend the most time here because it's the most difficult one of the three. And if you get over the can you get it hurdle, the other two questions on how much and for how long are a lot more straightforward. So can you get spousal support from your ex? I'm going to focus on 4 factors, even though the law goes into more than 4. This is a quick FAQ video and not a legal treatise here or a long lecture. This is a 5-minute FAQ video. Can you get it? Let's focus on length of the marriage, probably the most critical thing to just kind of keep in mind to give you just some general guidelines. Less than 3-year marriage, I think, forget about it. 3 to 5 years is kind of where my head goes when I'm discussing a case with a prospective client in terms of giving them a realistic perspective on can you get spousal support. 3 to 5 year marriage, less than that, I think it's unlikely. Second factor, and these work together. It's not really one or the other. It's kind of thinking about them collectively. Incomes and earning potential, earning capacity, earning history of each spouse. Right? You're earning the same as your ex-wife or ex-husband. Obviously, you're not getting spousal support. Somebody's earning twice as much as the other. Somebody's a high school graduate, and the other spouse is has a master's in business administration. That kind of income difference, double income, triple income, more than that between the spouses, that's going to be a big factor. And then that kind of earning capacity, earning history is going to be a big factor, right? I'm a high school graduate, maybe, ballpark, I've earned, I don't know, $30,000, $20,000 over the course of the marriage. Mr. Master's in Business Administration, or I don't know, professional athlete or something, earning $1 million a year, right? You have that income difference, income disparity. So length of the marriage is critical, kind of that income picture, critical. Third, I was going to point to children. Has somebody been out of the workforce caring for the children or child? Is there a particularly young child? Has mom just given birth? Is birth imminent? Where, perhaps mom or dad, I guess, but I think stereotypically what I've run into more is mom being out of the workforce. I'm caring for this newborn, even though I actually have pretty good income past and earning potential. I have this little newborn kid who demands my attention, therefore I'm not going to be able to earn that $150,000 salary for the next year. So the child factor also very relevant to can you get spousal support. And then the last one I would just mention would be a particular disability or such thing on the part of one of the parents that limits his or her ability to earn income or be in the workforce. I can think of a matter we had with a guy, I think our client was the husband, and he wasn't earning a ton of money. He was earning, I want to say, in the $50,000 to $80,000 a year range. But his soon-to-be ex-wife, was severely disabled. My recollection is she had some pretty severe mental illness, and she was wheelchair-bound. So her income earning ability was next to nothing. So that was, again, a situation where she was able to get spousal support. So can you get spousal support? Think about those four critical factors, sometimes lumped together, sometimes one more important than the other, but length of marriage, earnings, earning capacity, health of each parent, and is there a child care requirement that limits one of the spouse's ability to really work or earn income? So, can you get spousal support? Think about those four factors. Now, how much spousal support are you entitled to? Over the last 5 years, the how much has actually become a much easier question to answer in Illinois, because for the majority of maintenance or spousal support cases, once a court says that, ex-husband, ex-wife is entitled to spousal support, there's actually a formula in the law now, and it's not just sort of pulling a number out of thin air like it used to be. The formula is 33% or 1/3 of the payer or the higher income earner's net income minus 25% or 1/4 of the lower income earners or the recipient or the payee's income. And that math formula will then spit out a monthly amount for you. For example, using just simple numbers, if the higher income earner's monthly income is $10,000 a month, 1/3 of that is $3,300. If the lower income earner's income is $1,000 a month, 1/4 of $1,000 is $250 a month. $3,300 minus $250 equals $3,050 a month in maintenance or spousal support. So that's how the how much part of this question works. That 33% of the higher earner's net income minus 25% of the lower income earner's income. Okay? So we've talked about, can you get spousal support? We've talked about how much you are likely to get. And lastly and quickly here, how long or what would be the duration of your maintenance? Again, this part of maintenance has also become fairly formulaic, and let me simplify it just to keep this video short. If you've had a real long-term marriage, the law is 20 years or longer, you're entitled to what we call permanent maintenance, meaning it's going to run until typically somebody might retire or pass away, or there's some other dramatic change whereby maintenance could be changed, but permanent sort of means permanent. It's going to keep running so long as somebody doesn't pass away or have some major unforeseen income shift. So long-term marriage, you're talking permanent maintenance. Now, on the short end, the formula for a marriage of 5 years or less, the duration piece is 20%. So, what's 20% of 5 years would be about 1 year of maintenance. And then it basically ramps up from that 20% of the length of the marriage up to that permanent number we talked about incrementally through year 20, where it's permanent maintenance. So I'm going to leave it there. And I hope that answer keeps it as simple as I can to the question, can you get spousal support? How much and for how long?